Hi, this is Anne. Thanks for joining today. We're going to do an off the mat project in Design Space. It's going to be Belle. So let's go and upload the image. I bought this file off of Etsy, and so I had already downloaded the file and uploaded it here. So what you need to do then is just select from here and insert the image. And right now it's basically 7 inches by 8 inches. We're going to make this. Normally I do my big off the mat projects. I do them at 30 inches because I find that that's a great size, both for party decor in relations to the birthday kid. And it's just, it just really pops. But in this case, because if you look at Belle, it's pretty much just her face. I only want to go up to 24 inches, and I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to turn her into 24 inches. This is the height. And I also like to, instead of scrolling up and down to see everything, I'm just going to go down to 25% over here. And that way you can see the image. Now, what I did was I'm going to show you what else I've already done. So I did chip. So let me upload that so you can just see in comparison size-wise why I'm doing 24 inches. And this is probably good for you too, because when you're doing these off-the-mat projects, usually you're doing a set, right? Like for a birthday, you're doing a theme. So here I have Chip, and I did Chip at, I'm pretty sure I did him at 11.5 because I didn't want to do off the mat. So you can see in comparison, I think this is a good size to go. Now the other reason is if you were doing princesses, for instance, I did Princess Jasmine. So let me upload that one so you can see what that looks like and why I'm doing 24 inches. So it's just good to something to keep in mind. I haven't done that before because everything I was doing one item from each, like cartoon or movie. And so I haven't had that issue. But here's Princess Jasmine, and you can see she has her whole, torso. And so when you do her at 30 inches, see, I think it makes more sense, especially, like if you were doing a theme. So forgive me for only doing 24 inches. If you wanted 30, you can easily do 30 after you watch this video. It's not limiting you to 24 inches, but I just wanted to show you kind of, something to keep in mind. All right, so let's delete these two. All right, first thing that I do when we do off the mat is I ungroup it. And you can kind of already see over in this panel over here, we have our white pieces, the brown hair, the yellow dress, her lips, her face, her skin, and then the black background. The black background is what I cut first because that's the biggest piece that you have. So let's go to ungroup. Okay, and here's the hair and the eyes, her skin, the white. That's her dress, and then her lips over. Okay, so I'm just going to change this color because my square is going to be different colors. So let's just do her in green. All right, so we're going to, right now the image is basically 20 inches by 24. Obviously we can't cut this, we can't send this to our Cricut and have it cut. So we need to slice it into pieces that the Cricut can cut. So let's insert our shape and let's do a square. I do like to do my square at 11 by 11. And I know we can technically cut up to 11.5, but I just don't want to deal with half an inch. And let me see what we have going on here. I was hoping this would all fit in one 11 by 11, but I don't think it does. So, okay, so we have one. Let's duplicate this square and let's put it over here. And then this is where I use the position feature. So I'm just going to get it close to that. So this first square, I'm going to change this to 5 and 5. So it's, 5 inches in and 5 inches down is this corner. And then this one I'm going to move over just a little bit now. Sorry. there. If you get it close enough, you can go up here and kind of just round and know that you're in the right spot. So my X position, I'm going to do 16, and for my Y coordinate, I'm going to do 5. The other way to check is when you select this one, we know that this is at 5, 5. So that means 11 more inches to the right would be 16, 5, right? So it's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to highlight both squares. So you click on one. You can also tell in the panel over here that that's the one that's active or selected. And then I'm going to hit the Shift key and select the second square because I'm going to duplicate 2 squares at the same time. And I like that because these 2 squares are already flushed. I'm dealing with one large object. And oh man, this is such a bummer. It's like so close to being cut on 3 pieces almost, right? So anyway, I'm regretting picking 24 inches, but that's what we're going to do. Okay, so here I'm going to go to the position. I'm going to go to 5 and 16. And if you remember, that's the flip coordinates for this one because now 5 down is 16 and we're still 5 in. So that's where we are. Let me see if this works. Let's highlight this green one, bring it to the front. So go to Arrange, Center Front. Yeah, we're just a little bit short, right? So it's okay. Let's I'm going to move this, arrange it, send it to the back. Sorry, I'm getting stuck on my words. All right, I'm going to highlight the 2 squares again and go to Duplicate. And then we're going to bring it down to here. And bring this to 5 and bring this to 27. Now the image is completely flush. Now the green isn't sticking out, so the other way to get to the green is to scroll down, select that green image, and then arrange to the front. Now the nice thing with Belle is I think where we cut this black file is not going to matter that much because she has a lot of hair that's going to, let me just move that to the front. And I'm going to move this face to the front too. And the reason why I'm doing that is so I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's not going to matter that much where we cut this black, where we slice it, because between the hair and the face, it's going to cover most of our slicing. So it'll be good to kind of slice. I'm trying to think here. Because if we slice it down where we have it right now, her face will cover most of the stuff. We're going to have the mouth, but the mouth is totally covered too because we have the lips and then the white teeth. So I think we're okay. On this one, we don't have to worry about slicing the big black piece or the green piece in this case. All right. So the only thing is, I just want to cut big pieces so it's easier to just piece together. So, okay, if you remember slicing, you can only slice 2 images at one time. So the green is one image and then each square is an image. So let's select this top corner, slice. Let's do this middle section and we're going to slice. So you're basically slicing this into 6 pieces. And you know what's so weird now that I've been doing videos? Every time I do this middle one for the first time, I always get this funky result. So then I end up, it just feels like a little workaround. I undo, and then I slice this bottom corner, and it usually works fine, unless I jinxed myself this time. See, so slice the way it should. Then I'm going to go back and slice this middle one, and then it's going to work. So weird. But anyway, that's what I do. I just undo it and I'm not going to deal with it. Let's just keep moving around this image. And then we don't have to slice the last one because it was sliced all around it. So by default, it's by itself. So now what I do is I keep this in order. So when I pull it off the mat, I don't need to think about where these pieces go. And trust me, it just, it's so confusing. Sometimes I feel like I flip the image, so then I'm not sure which one is it. So here are my 6. Okay. And then what we're going to do here is all the slicing results, we don't need it. So highlight it all and delete. Okay. Okay, so now we have her skin. Her skin, if you look carefully, and let me make this bigger so you can see, and you want to make it bigger down here, not to the actual shape, because if you did it to the shape and you stretched it out, then it's no longer proportionate to the rest of the image, okay? So don't make that mistake. All right, so if you look at this, she's basically 3 pieces. It's her face, her neck, and the little shoulder. So let's contour. I'm going to just decrease this. Okay, so when you're contouring and you want 3 separate pieces, then you need 3 images or 3 duplicates of this. So I'm going to go over here to duplicate. I already have the one. Here's my second one, and here's my third one. And let's go to contour. And the eyes, I mean, the face has all these pieces and it's already there. So I'm just going to gray out these pieces. So what I'm saving is the face, right? So here's her face. I know, don't you love contouring? It's amazing. And it's unfortunate that I had my Cricut for 2 years before I used it. Well, a year and a half, but a year and a half too late. Okay, so let's contour and let's hide all contours. And it's already hit the face and it has just her like neck area. So that's all good. And then now we just need the little shoulder, right? So let's go to contour, hide all contours. And when you hide all, even though we're saying hide all of it, one of them has to be selected. Otherwise the image disappears. So for whatever reason, they select one, they selected this one. So what you need to do is you need to select the one you want and then deselect the one that you don't want. And this cutout is also a piece that you need to select. Or did I highlight it? Oh, I did highlight it, sorry. There, then we deselected it. Okay, so now we have just the shoulder. So that's all done, and let's just make sure that, yeah, this is basically 9 by 10. This piece is 11.375, yes. So under the 11.5 and 10.866. So this is great because this is gonna hide all of our seams, and these are all in one, like without slicing. Okay, so we're done with this. Let's look at the white. Now the white has the little, make this bigger, the eye, like the white of the eye, and then also the little dot. So technically this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. I'm going to show you the regular slicing that I was doing when I didn't know how to contour. So you just get a square or a circle, whatever you want to use. I'm going to duplicate this because I know I'm going to need it one more time. Okay, so I'm going to slice out the teeth. Okay, get rid of the slicing results. We don't care about those. We want this white. And then let's do this eye. And then slice. And then we have that eye by itself. And then we're going to get rid of this. Get rid of this. And now we have these 3 pieces all separated. And you want that because when we go to cut it, you don't need it to cut, attached. And we can save space just by moving it around. And if you've seen all my other off the mat, I really like to use glitter cardstock, and it's a little bit more expensive. So this is my way around it, is to move the spots around so when I'm cutting, I'm as efficient as possible. All right, so let's go back. What else do we have left? The mouth is all by itself. It's totally fine. Let's look at this, her dress part. And I'm going to make this bigger just so that we can kind of look at it a little bit. So those are her earrings. I definitely want them separate because, I mean, right now this thing is 20 inches by 15 inches when technically it's, way smaller than that, right? So we have 1, 2, the 2 earrings, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so for this one, I think I'm going to use slicing again. I don't want 8 copies of this image. So where's my square? Did it come out? It didn't. Or maybe it did. Oh, you are somewhere. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay, so I'm going to slice this one first. And I'm going to put it in the corner because I'm going to use the same square to slice the other earring. So slice. And then I'm going to put it over here. And I'm, oops. And I'm going to slice these two. Okay, and before I forget, I'm going to get rid of these. Okay, so now I have the two earrings over here. I have this one big one, which I'm going to need a few more pieces. So I'm going to duplicate and duplicate. Can you hear my dog? Lovely, right? I should have the windows closed. Okay, so let's make this big enough. So I'm going to slice this little piece out. And we can move this to make sure that we get the whole piece in, okay? All right, so I'm going to slice. Oops. I hate it when it does that. Okay, so that looks okay. I'm going to slice like this. Okay, let's get rid of that. And I think I can reuse, so I'm going to move this up here. And let's see if I can make this work. I'm going to slice out this guy over here. I think that works, yeah. Don't need that. Now that is over here. And I can just get rid of this. Okay. I think I'm going to keep these three little circle thingies together, and it's fine because they're small and I'm cutting other yellow things. So I'm going to see if I can slice this. And I move this. I want to make sure that I get everything in this image. Ah, it's so hard to use the mouse. It's not working with me. Okay, there. I think I'm good there. So let's slice that and see what we get. We can always undo, right? Okay. Oh, and I missed it a little bit. I knew it. Okay, let me undo. I'm going to undo again. And this time, you know what? I'm not going to use the square. I'm going to use a circle. And that will help me get the rounded edge that I need to get right here. And you know also you can change this shape of the circle by unlocking. When you unlock, it's not going to move proportionately. You can make it skinnier, you can make it, you know, all different. So I'm going to move it like this. I'm going to get him up there. I feel confident this time. All right, let's slice. Yep, I got it this time. Okay, so this is by itself. Let's see, this image is 7 by 3. This image is 6 by 3. Perfect. So what do we have left? Oh, just the hair. Okay, the hair and the eyes. So when I'm looking at this hair is beautiful, but it's so many pieces. Like, look at this. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've never done this for off the mat, so I will cut it and I will show you the results, but I feel like we should make this one piece. And I'm going to do that by messing around with this. Let's see if I can do this. I'm experimenting on the fly. All right, so I think I'm going to get it like just a slight touch. Let me see if I could do that. And it may not be as pretty, but I kind of don't want it in all those pieces. That means we're going to have to keep track of all the pieces. Okay, I know that's not good. I feel like I could do better. I want it all the way at the edge. Come I move. But I feel like I can't get my mouse to move properly today. Okay, sorry. Stick with me. I promise. It's worth it. Okay. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to weld. Basically melt that little rectangle onto my hair. So now this piece is all one. I know it's ridiculous right here with the edges, but it's the best I can do on the fly. All right, so that's one piece. Okay, first, let's slice some of these items out of the way. So let's go to shape, square. I'm going to go back to 25%. There's my square. I'm going to do a few of these. Duplicate, duplicate. Okay, let's move them over here. This is what I'm going to do. Let's get this hair out of the way. So I'm going to slice. Okay, so now I have this piece of hair by itself. I'm going to add some circles so I can so I can slice out the eyes. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let me duplicate that circle because I'm going to do the other eye in a minute. Okay, so let's do this eye. And see, even though the two circles are there, I'm not highlighting the other circle, so I can still slice. Okay. There, so we've got our eye out. Let's do this eye. Slice. I'm excited to see this one. I've had Chip for quite some time, and he needed a companion, as does Princess Jasmine. So, okay. And then let's get this piece out. Oops, let me make that 11 by 11 so that I know we're cutting out an image that can be cut on the Cricut. So I think, see, that makes it 11 by 11. Okay, so I'm going to slice out this piece of hair. And that's all together, but it's not all one piece. You see that? So I'm going to do something to that in a second. Let's get rid of that. Okay, and let's see how, oh, I guess I can just click on the image and see. So this is 10 by 10. So, but it's not all one piece. I'm going to use some circles. I feel like circles would probably be better in this situation. Okay, so this little circle, I'm going to make it smaller. I'm going to duplicate some circles. And this hair down here right now is what? 3, 6, 9, 10 pieces. I kind of want it in just one. So I'm going to weld it there. That's going to, oops. Weld. So now these 4 pieces are now one connected. I'm kind of excited. Okay, let's make this one a little bit smaller and see if I can weld these pieces together. Let me see if I can move. There, I think that connects those pieces. So let's weld that. So when we're welding, we're basically, it's like metal, welding metal. You're welding it into one piece. So right now this bottom piece is one. I need just another circle. Oops. Oops. Move this circle over here. And let's see if there's a better spot for that circle. Okay, I'm going to weld it there. So this piece is all connected. All those pieces are connected. They're connected there. So now this is going to cut as one piece. So I've got that as one piece. I've got this as, oh, but let me make this brown. So all we need to do is we need to select it and go to the color. And these are the colors that are currently being used. So we want it to be brown. Okay, so it's brown again. Okay, now we have this one. I'm going to do a couple more circles. And I'm going to move it over here. I'm going to get rid of this square. We don't need this square. Okay, so I'm going to need a few of these. So I'm just going to, okay. So this bun, I'm going to just do it like this. Are you cringing? I know. I think it's still going to be okay. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so it can cover more. Okay, and I'm going to weld this. I think it's still going to look okay. And then so now the bun is all connected. All these pieces are connected. What's not connected are the two sides shaping the face. So this needs to be connected and this needs to be connected. That's going to be tougher because these are smaller pieces. But I think I'm going to make it like this, and I'm going to I don't know how it's going to look, but you know, I'm going to test it out and you tell me whether or not you like the picture. So you can be the judge of whether or not you want to do it this way. Come on, move up. Okay, so I'm going to weld that. Okay, so now all that is one piece. I need to weld right here. Okay, so let's move this. Oops. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to make it a little bit more slender, and I'm going to do this and get this to be, come on, move. I think that works. Okay, so now I'm going to weld those two pieces. All right. Okay, bun is intact. Everything is connected. I think so far this half, everything's connected. We gotta connect this side. So on this side, these pieces down here, let me make it a bigger piece. Sorry, I should have done that from the beginning. Okay. All right, where's my little circle? Oh, there's my circle. All right, so you can see over here, all that's welded. And you know, if you didn't know, I think it would look fine. I'll turn this back into brown in a second, but let's make this more slender, and let's move this over here, and let's connect these pieces. That's gonna look a little funny, but that's okay. I don't think anyone's gonna notice that the hair is like that. And then we gotta connect these pieces right here. So I'm gonna, how many circles do I have? I'm gonna do 2 circles. Duplicate. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna make it more slender. And I'm gonna see if I can get it into, okay, that's gonna weld those pieces together. And I don't think that looks bad. I don't care what you say. When I put this all together, it's going to save me so much time and it's going to be worth it. Okay, so let's move this and we're almost there. Now, I wish I was a designer because I could probably make this look so much better, so much cleaner. I'm going to do it like that. I know, I'm sorry. Weld. That's what her hair is going to look like. I really don't think anyone's going to notice. All right, the other way to get all of this the same color is you can, oh, I'm recording and so I can't reach that panel up here. There's a panel where you can select and then it's all the colors and you can just move the colors. But right now this is selected. Let's go and make this brown. Okay, let's save this as Belle, 24 inches. Okay, and then let's go to make it. I'm going to show you now what the mat looks like and what I do. So these two, I mean, I would want it all together, maybe like this. So now I'm using what, 4 inches by 3 inches. I can live with that. Her skin can definitely be on 2 mats. I mean, the face is big, but this little shoulder piece doesn't need to be by itself. So let's move that. So you select it, you click on the 3 dots, move to another mat, and then you have your options of moving it to any of these mats. We're going to move it to this one. And yeah, I mean, I'm just going to move it up, move it over for whatever reason, if I can save this a little bit more. Okay, face is what it is. Okay. All right, let's look at the brown. The brown can be consolidated. I think it's easier to move this one piece, right? Now that it's one piece. Okay, so let's select that, move to another mat, and let's move it to this mat. And then we'll just move everything around. Hopefully, I think I can get it all to fit, but we'll see. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. It doesn't all fit. Okay, so I will move this to another mat. Move to another mat. Move it back to the other one. And this one I will just leave there. I think I'm going to do that and move this in here. Okay. All right, this, you can do this. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I use a lot of glitter cardstock. And now because I did this, it's easier next time to have this much space to use. Okay, this is my black. Let's see what we have here. This one's pretty big. I can definitely save at least another sheet, right? Let's move everything from this mat to other mats. And let's move that one to this one because I think it'll fit. Hopefully, somehow. I don't think it's going to fit. Okay. Sorry. Move to another mat. I mean, it happens. So let's move it to this mat. And I think you'll fit here. Should I do you like this? Yeah. Okay. So he fits there. I have one more. Let's move this one to the other mat. Okay, and he fits fine there. Here's my other one. Here's my lips, and we're done. Okay, so I'm going to piece this together. I'm going to show you that what we did with the hair was not a mistake, and you can see it on my Instagram, The Useless Crafter. Thank you. All right, talk to you guys later.